Good morning, everyone. Sarah Allison here, the Nurturing Coach. I hope you are all well. Today, I want to talk to you about the power of a hug. And it seems like such a simple thing, but actually, hugs and a physical bodily contact, good contact, obviously, releases something called oxytocin. And oxytocin is otherwise known as the love drug. And it's a bit of a backstory. Oxytocin is, we've always known about its role in childbirth and forming a strong attachment between parents and their children, because you hold your child and that creates a bond. The child grows to trust you, and this is all through the production of oxytocin. So what does it mean for us as adults and in business? Well, you often probably find those days where you really can't be bothered. You feel quite low. The last thing you want to do is do any work or talk to anyone. If you're feeling like that, if you feel like that today or you felt like that in the past, the quickest way for you to get out of that is to hug someone. I've got my Bailey, my little boy Bailey, my doggy, who I'll always chase him around for a hug. I'm sure he likes it. But as soon as I give him a hug, it releases oxytocin, which is a feel-good drug. So immediately it lifts my spirit. And so if you're ever feeling like that, find someone, probably that you know, and give them a hug, a proper tight, squeezy hug, and you will be lifted. That oxytocin will be released and you will feel much better. You will feel more love for yourself, and therefore you will be much more likely to do what you have to do. Because let's face it, confidence plays a big part in us doing what we need. Doing what we need to do. When we're motivated, we're feeling good about ourselves, we're feeling confident, we know we can do it, we can achieve it. When our confidence is low, that's when we start asking ourselves, oh, what's the point? I'm not going to be able to do that, or no one's going to want to talk to me, or whatever you say to yourself. And it's because our confidence is low, we're not feeling particularly loved. So when we hug, we release oxytocin, and that makes us feel loved. And so the power of the hug is incredible. It's amazing. I was single for a long time, and I craved oxytocin. And one of the ways that I got oxytocin, or I boosted the happy hormones, is through food, which is not the healthy way to do it. But for 10 years, I was on my own. I didn't have anyone I could hug. I mean, I met with my friends and stuff every now and again and would have a hug, but on a day-to-day basis, I wasn't getting that physical contact, and I really craved it. And so I turned to food, and other people turn to other drugs to boost this. And actually, what we need is a hug. And I don't know if you've ever seen this or not, but in Japan, they have like hug centres, and I think in America as well, where you can go and just hug people. You pay however much and you go and you hug. And it's known that this plays a massive part in confidence, happiness. And so if you're someone who doesn't have people around you, or even someone who does have people around them but isn't a touchy-feely person, you're missing out on this amazing drug that you can produce within your own body to make you feel better. So I hope that you found that helpful. If you have any questions, oxytocin is a fascinating drug. I used to deliver something called a massage in schools program, which is as part of through the curriculum, you teach how to pupils how to do peer-on-peer massage, and all of that helped with releasing oxytocin. And there's a lot of research done for that program, the Massage in Schools program, about the positive impact. And it helped with learning, it helped with relationship building, it helped keep the kids calm in class, and it was just there's such a bulk of research on how oxytocin can play such a massive role in children and adults in improving their lives. And so people, get your dose of oxytocin. I can say I've got my Bailey. I got Bailey when I was severely depressed, and like I said, I was craving that contact, and Bailey came into my life, and I hugged him. I hugged him from day one. I laid him on my chest and I held him close to me, and he loves that now. He will always, he's very, very physically close to me. He always wants to be sat near me because that's our bond, and it's through all the hugging that we did when he was a puppy, and it made me feel better. I've said before that having Bailey saved my life, because not only was he there to remind me that someone needed me and someone loved me, and that I couldn't do it to him. I couldn't have him in the house with a dead body, basically, because it just felt cruel, and that stopped me. But it was also the fact that he got me out of my depression by giving me those hugs, by releasing oxytocin, helping me build that trust in another being, in Bailey. We have a trusting, loving bond, and that did save me. And so if ever you are feeling down and feeling like you just can't do what you need to do, or you're having a can't face the world kind of a day, try the power of the hug. Give someone you love a hug. Get a dog, get it a hug. It does work. It's worked miracles for me. It's amazing. And like I said, this is all that stuff that you already have within your body. You have your own ability to heal yourself, and a hug is a great way for you to do that. I hope you found that helpful anyway. Do ask me any questions. Drop me a comment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And have a great day, everyone. See ya.